Like, it's difficult for me to go in the grocery store because it's like I start seeing stuff that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up, my dad is from Miami, so in the summers, like, I remember like going to watermelon farms and throwing watermelons during the summer. And I could tell you, I never saw a watermelon without a seed.
Yeah.
So, like, the first time I saw a watermelon without a seed, I was like, whoa,
What is this?
what's wrong with this one? I went back to the store, took that one back, and I was like, yo, something's wrong with the watermelon. It didn't have no seeds in it. I was like, oh no, it's seedless. I was like, how? And they couldn't explain to me how. And so, like, people have to understand we come from a seed. Like, every human came from a seed. That's semen. Humans don't exist without a seed.
Yeah.
Okay? Life comes from a seed. Okay? You can't have food. Like they say in Genesis 1 and 29, I have given you every fruit bearing seed. Okay? That was our food in the garden. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
Okay? So to go from a divine space of not only I give you this seed, I give you this seed one time and it's going to produce for you for a lifetime and generations. Your grandchildren will have this mango, okay? And this tree that I have in the backyard. And if an animal comes along and takes one of those mangoes and takes it 2 doors down and it drops into the ground, I will create another tree for you. That's divinity working for us.
Yeah.
So we have to understand what a seed is. That's God giving us abundance. That's God giving, like, when you have your children from a seed, now your children can have children. And now their children can have children. It's the same process with food. It's no different. So that's the source and the sign of life that people just don't understand. But this is also part of the abomination and the disconnection that they've given us very slowly over time. So first the seeds were there, but they were white seeds in a watermelon. And you saw it and you said, well, I mean, it's still seeds. And then it showed up with no seeds, and you were like, well, it's convenient. Okay? That's how they work us with everything.
Yeah.
But that's why I always say, like, for me, like, it's very difficult for me to go to the grocery store because I'm looking around and I'm seeing the cotton candy grapes and,
You said pink
pineapple.
Pink pineapples.
I'm like, this is wild work.
I saw it online. I said, how did they get the pineapple pink?
It's genetically modified.
Yeah. What did they put in it?
It's 100% genetically modified.
Yeah.
So when you take something, I'll give you a for instance. Tomato. The reason why tomatoes can grow in the winter now, because again, everything isn't just like on my farm, everything is not only seeded, it's seasonal.
It's seasonal.
We have seasons in life. Different things grow during different seasons because during the winter season, you're supposed to have things that are growing that are good for the immune system.
Mm-hmm.
During the summer season, you have things that are growing that are fruitful in water. So that's how you have a lot of melons that grow in the summer because now it's hydrating you because it's hot. Everything makes sense, okay? But when you think about how they've manipulated something like a tomato, all right, the reason why it can grow in the winter now instead of being something that grows in the summer is because now they've genetically modified it. And they splice a tomato with an Arctic flounder, which is a fish that lives in the Arctic. So now now that tomato can survive during the winter because it has the genes of an Arctic flounder fish that can survive in frigid temperatures in the water.
This is the first time I'm ever hearing this.
Yeah, but this is the abomination that's happening with the food. This is why I'm telling you, this is the matrix. Nothing is real anymore. The food isn't real anymore. This conversation is real, but most of our conversations aren't real anymore. The news isn't real anymore. Nothing is real. People helping people isn't real anymore. Nothing's real anymore. The water's tainted. The air's polluted. They're trying to use technology to block out the sun.
Yeah.
The drugs don't heal anything. Nothing is real. Nothing is what it's supposed to be. So it's up to us to get conscious and wake up and stop seeing with these two eyes because these two eyes get tricked and start looking with this eye. Start looking with our divine eye.
Well, then that's getting calcified because all the damn fluoride in the water.
All the fluoride in the water. But that's also part of the waking up.
Yeah.
When we begin to wake up and realize the fluoride is calcifying our pineal gland.
Yeah.
And that pineal gland is actually useful, just like every other thing in our bodies. You know, like when you remove your gallbladder, you needed that. Okay? When you remove your appendix, you needed that. When you go to your dentist and get a root canal and they remove the root and the nerve and the blood supply to that tooth is dead. It looks like it's still alive, but it is dead. And when an infection occurs in that tooth, it means that no immunity could get to that tooth anymore because they removed the blood vessels.